First things first, what ears should I pick today? These ones. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have now got my ears on, so we're ready to go. So this is a question I get asked all the time. So I thought instead of keeping answering them directly to you, I would just do a YouTube video and we'll see how it goes. So I get asked this question quite a lot in regards to what is my favourite character dining experiences in Walt Disney World, as I have done a few. So this is completely unscripted, so I literally have no idea what I'm going to say to you guys. So let's give this a go. So first up, I would say one of my favourites is the Crystal Palace, which is in Magic Kingdom, just off of Main Street. If you're walking towards Castle, it is on the left. So that one we have done 3 or 4 times now. We always seem to do it on our first full day in a Magic Kingdom, so it's kind of traditional for us. And there you will meet Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet and Eel. What I like most about this restaurant is it's just so relaxing and it's so bright and airy inside, and it is a buffet, so you can kind of help yourself to as much or as little as you like. It is quite expensive though. I think it is around $50 to $60 per adult. It does come with refillable drinks though, so as long as you are starving, you can definitely get your money's worth. Next up, I would say, is Garden Grill in Epcot. It is by Living with the Land and Soaring, up on the top level. We have done both lunch and breakfast there. However, we didn't like the lunch. It's nothing against the food. We are just very fussy eaters, and it's not really our thing. However, the breakfast is amazing. Not only do you get to meet Chip, Dale, Pluto and Mickey, but the food is unreal. So they have this phrase as "we start with dessert." So they bring out this massive like sticky bun type thing. Oh, it is amazing. So it's not buffet style. However, when they provide you the food, you can ask for as many more servings as you like. However, I ate the dessert a bit too much when we went. So by the time the actual like potatoes and eggs and sausages and bacon came out, I was stuffed. But when we went there, it was actually the day of Mickey's 90th birthday. So we got some special little buttons and it was cute as. Again, it is on the expensive side. Most Disney dinings for characters tend to cost around $50 to $60 dollars per adult. So we are doing the Disney dining plan next year, like I just said, and that means that we can kind of milk the character dinings as much as possible, because you get one waiter service each day. So we're probably going to try and do the Garden Grill breakfast twice. It is quite hard to get a reservation like all of the character dinings. However, that is one I would definitely say to try out. One of my other favourites is Cinderella's Royal Table. That one is mega hard to get a reservation for. However, we were lucky enough to do it for our 2018 trip for our honeymoon, and we did the evening. So you get to meet Cinderella as you go in, like before you even sit down, and then you get to meet other princesses whilst you're sitting at your table, like Ariel, Jasmine, Aurora. I can't really remember which ones we met now. I was just so engrossed with everything. The food is good. Again, we are fussy eaters, so we ate it. It wasn't our favourite, but it is good tasting food. But things like mushrooms just aren't my vibe. But if you love mushrooms, you'll be good. They also gave Dan a sword and me a magical wishing wand, and they did like a little celebration in there. So that was really cute. And you get lovely views over the Magic Kingdom, so it's definitely recommended. We aren't going to be doing it next year on our trip because it's just not the type of place I would say to bring a little one. However, like 4, 5, 6-year-olds would be great, but anyone under 2, I just wouldn't really bother. So, Chef Mickey's is a dream come true when we went there. So we ended up going for breakfast and for dinner in our 2018 trip. I'd always wanted to go and it was so worth going. It is just the standard Disney buffet food, so nothing special. But when I was a little kid, when you went on the monorail and you would look down and see everyone eating their breakfast with the characters, you just wanted to be that person, so it was great to do that. We are going to be doing it in our 2020 trip, hopefully, if we can get the reservations for probably breakfast and a lunch or a dinner. You get to meet Goofy, Pluto, Minnie, Mickey and Donald. Do you meet Daisy? No, I don't think you do. Probably should have looked this up. But yeah, it is great. Again, very expensive. When you go in, you sit in a waiting area and then you will have the opportunity to take a photo by the iconic Mickey Mouse cutlery dish sort of display that they have out there by a photo pass member, and then you will go in and again, like always, just take a seat, go up, get your food, unlimited refills, and then the characters will just come around your table. So we've also been lucky enough to do the Hollywood and Vine, which is in Hollywood Studios. It's easy enough to get a reservation for, I believe they do breakfast, lunch and dinner. We have done it for lunch and dinner. One of them was the Fantasmic dinner package, so you end up getting a VIP voucher for the Fantasmic show in the evening, which is great because you also get to see the characters. Depending on what time of year you go, depends on who you meet when you go inside. So for the first year, I think we met Daisy when we walked in, and then the second year, because it was Christmas, we met Goofy. But you get to meet the standard characters: Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Pluto, all in different outfits from the other restaurants. Again, buffet style, go up, help yourself, and refillable drinks. Next year, however, we are planning to do the breakfast, because it is actually for breakfast time, it is classed as a Disney Junior breakfast. So you get to meet the Disney Junior cast rather than the Mickey and Minnie gang. So I think it's people like Sophia the First, maybe Fancy Nancy, Vampirina. What we're really hoping for is they bring a Bluey to that character dining, because Orlando is obsessed with Bluey, and I'm not gonna lie, so am I. So fingers crossed that happens. But yeah, so definitely rate the lunch and the dinner. I'm not sure about the breakfast yet, but I will let you know. Another resort character dining that we have done is Ohana's at the Polynesian Resort. When you go in, you get to meet Pluto, and he's got a cute little flower garland on, and then you sit down and they do like Mickey and Stitch waffles. They do a little parade for the kids that walk around in the circle, bashing some instruments. You get to meet Mickey in some Hawaiian gear, and then Lilo and Stitch. I just enjoy it. However, sometimes I find that when you are just two adults, characters tend to just bypass you, like skip you. So Lilo was amazing when we went. However, Stitch was like, hi, bye. And I was like, no, like, give me attention. So that wasn't the greatest, but we are going to go back for Ohana's breakfast next year, and hope that because we've got Orlando, they will be a bit more interactive with us. But it could have just been a bad day, we're not sure. But we were sitting on a table that was right by the window, so we got to overlook the whole of the Polynesian Resort, and it was beautiful. So I'll definitely recommend that one for you guys. Another resort character dining that we have done is the 1900 Park Fair, which is at the Grand Floridian. Dan didn't like this one too much, and I wasn't really that fussed, mainly because of the characters, and we felt quite enclosed in the area that we were in. And on the day that we went, there were such large groups of families, like tables of like 12, 15. So for the characters, it took them quite a while to get to us. Dan, I wouldn't say has a phobia, but doesn't like the faced characters that much, like the real people. So you get to meet the Mad Hatter, Mary Poppins, Alice in Wonderland, I think Tigger. Yeah, I think that's it. But Dan finds it quite awkward, and so do I at times, with face characters, because he doesn't feel like he knows anything to speak to them about. So we won't be doing that one next year, but it is great if you want to meet more unique characters and don't want to have to wait for them in the parks. So that one is at the Grand Floridian Resort, and when we were there, we did do a little loop and tour around the resort and went to the wedding pavilion, so that was nice. So we'll probably go for a walk around the Grand Floridian, we just won't eat there again. Inside the parks, we have also been to Tusker House, which is an Animal Kingdom. We went there for the evening. We are going to try and go there for breakfast or lunch next year. The evening food was great, and the characters were amazing. So you had Daisy, Donald, Mickey, Minnie, Goofy in their like safari gear, which was really cute. However, the lighting was so dark. Anyone remember what Hollister used to be like at Abercrombie, like so dark you could barely see the clothes? That was kind of the vibe. So it meant that our photos didn't turn out the greatest because the lighting was just so bad. I know that sounds pathetic, but if you're paying like $50, $60 per meal, you kind of want to get some good photos with it as well. So that wasn't possible. So we're hoping that if we go in the daylight, it might be a bit brighter in there. And it's also nice to try and go for the different times of day rather than constantly doing lunches and dinners, try some new breakfasts as well. So we're gonna give that one a go. Not sure what it's gonna be like, but yeah. So my next year vlogs, hopefully you will see us at Tusker House for breakfast. In the Magic Kingdom, we have done Be Our Guest, luckily, for breakfast and dinner. Like I just said with Tusker House about being dark, it is so dark for Be Our Guest dinner that you can barely see the food. Food is alright, again, we're fussy eaters, so we didn't really eat much of it, but we just wanted to experience it. So I think it's like 3 courses. The first course, I think we had like a soup, and I'm just not a soup eater. Main course, I think I had some sort of chicken, and dessert, we got the grey stuff, which was delicious, I'm not gonna lie. And then during your meal, at any point, you can go up and queue to meet the Beast, which is quite nice because I never met him before, but I don't think we're going to be doing it again because it's just not our type of food, so it's kind of a waste of money. But the breakfast is so good. It is so expensive for breakfast. However, with the Disney dining plan at the moment, Be Our Guest breakfast is classed as a quick service meal, which is amazing because I think it is literally like $20 to $30, maybe even $40 per person. And what we get is, I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like the croissant donut. It's full of like Nutella and bananas, and there's loads of fruit on the side. It is amazing. So we're going to be doing the breakfast again. You don't get to meet any characters with that one, but I just love being in there. So yeah, we'll do the breakfast again, but we won't be doing the dinner again because I just feel like it's not the type of food that we will eat, let alone Orlando eat, and it's just too dark to try and look after a child. So yeah, we won't be doing the dinner again, but it's worth a try if you like the more fancy French food. At the top of my head, the last character dining experience that we have done, I will probably get this wrong because I can never say it properly, is Tusker House. That is definitely wrong, but we'll go with it. So it is in Norway, in Epcot, and it is the Princess Dining. When you go in, you get to meet, I think it was Belle, like on a 1-to-1 without going to your table. Then you go to your table and it is buffet service, and then the other princesses come around. Again, I remember the lighting wasn't very good. It may have just been the table that we were at because they've got some massive panelled windows at the back. So depending on the way that you're facing, we just had sunlight glaring in our face the whole time. The food for breakfast was all right. I think I remember it being like quite a lot of cold meats and cheeses, which again isn't our type of thing. However, I think it's a good way for us to get Orlando to meet all the princesses without having to queue for all of them, because I don't think they're going to be his type of thing. They might be, fingers crossed they are, but I'm not sure. So we're going to give it a go. We've never tried the lunch or dinner out, we've only ever tried the breakfast, and what I like about the character dinings is they are mainly buffets, which means when you go with an under 3, you can't get a dining plan for them. So if you want to order food, you have to pay extra. But with the buffet, you can share a plate. So we could go for breakfast, meet all the princesses, and Orlando could have a decent sized breakfast as well as me and Dan. But yeah, that is it. This is probably the most times I have said in a video and looked to a side in hope for some inspiration because I haven't written any notes. But Orlando is currently down for his morning nap, so I thought it was just a quick time to whip out a video and get it ready for you guys, ready for the weekend. Oh look, a bin man. Quarantine life's going really well. Getting excited about bringing the bins back in. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it or have any more questions, please like and comment below, and of course subscribe to my channel. The videos leading up to our Walt Disney World trip aren't going to be that exciting because we're currently in quarantine, and what can I do with a 9-month-old? However, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please keep on subscribing, and I promise there will be some better content coming up soon. In the meantime, for our daily life, please follow me on Instagram. It is the same handle as my YouTube channel, which is Once Upon Jen. But yeah, have a super magical day, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.